high frequencies, everybody. See the frequencies over there. Yeah, it's that time of year. Today the temperature in Memphis dropped down to about 44. Let me see, right now it's 47. That's been the highest it's been today. Um, and tomorrow is gonna be, Halloween, Hallows Eve, whatever you wanna call it. But we all know that during this time, the energy is high between realms, the veil is thin. So you just want to, and I put the title of this of ancestors and altars. It's all you. So during this time, because the veil is thin, we have to be mindful and careful about what type of energy we are wanting to usher in, what type of energy that we want to give awareness to, that we want to usher into our lives. Of course, we just had a full moon energy, eclipse energy, all of the veil. The veil is extremely thin. When I say the veils are thin, the only thing that I'm talking about is the spiritual veil, the realms that we get to see into. Because, here in just your regular state, in just your regular physical form, and not on any type of psychedelics of dimethyltryptamine or psilocybin or LSD or anything, but just at your regular self, seeing from these regular eyes in this 3D body, you don't see a lot, or some people may not. I see dead people, some other people see dead people. No, we don't really die, really, so we see energy beings. I think it's funny when I say I see dead people, but nothing's ever dead. But you'll see into other existences. And some people see that, just on a regular basis as a regular day. But right now, because we have a time of the year in which we're giving more energy, because we give energy already to our ancestors, and we always usher in those ancestors, because we walk on the shoulders and we walk in the path that they've already set to a higher level of what we need to do here in this reality of what we came in for, our mission. So what we're saying right now is that because the veil is thin, you have the opportunity to call in those ancestors, those people who led revolts, those people who led revolts for your people, whether you're in the Americas, this corporation of Americas with indigenous people here, if you're African, if you're over there in Senegal or Nigeria, if you're Haitian, if you're in the Caribbean, wherever you are, if you're over in the Europe area, in Germany, Italy, no matter where you are, and you're a person of melanin, all right? And if you are giving your ancestors the energy because you're following within their path, then this is the time now that it's the highest. Now, most people are giving energy over to these lower forms. Of course, like, all the horror movies get all the play all the horror songs, music, and people want to dress up as Jason, Michael Myers, all of that. We have the opportunity to utilize this energy, because things ain't gonna change, right? We live in a cyclical ram, where we're gonna have these holidays. People are gonna have Halloween, they gonna have their little Thanksgiving, gonna have their Christmases and New Year's and all these things. They do it all every year, right? But it's what you do with the energy. That's the main thing. What are you doing with the energy during this time? You can sit and complain, especially if you're somebody that's new, just coming into consciousness. You may be sitting there complaining, well, my family doing this. Your family gonna do that. It's not, they may not have come into their awareness. They may not be on the same level of consciousness you're on. They may not ever be, and that's okay. But you get to choose how you want to move with, first within your bloodline, with your family, because you still need to have that connection, and how you gonna utilize that energy. So, ancestors and altars. Some people may have altars. I have one. And when I feel drawn to my altar, when I feel drawn that I need to be at my altar, I'm there. But most of the time, I feel like, and this is just within the last year or two, the altar is within me. and you'll get to that space more if you're not there already, that you are the altar. You are the walking altar. You are your ancestors. You are all deity forms. You are all Orishas. You are all tree of life, Kemetic tree of life. You are all the Sephirah. You are all of that. Everything is you. I just posted a video, and in that video, I can't even remember his name. What's his name on the video? What's the name? Reverend such and such. I can't remember his name. What's his name? God, I don't know why I just went blank. But I just posted a video, and on that video, it'll come to me while I keep talking. He talks about everything is you. And so, we'll always hear about, people say, hey, I got these haters, or these people doing this to me, or somebody cut me off in traffic, or my husband did this to me, or my boyfriend did this, or my child did this to me. But they're all just aspects of you. Nothing is outside of you. Okay? Even with various relationships that I had to look at in my life, even like my mother relationship, like some people may have like that mother-daughter pool relationship. I've talked to this before in previous videos, but I never saw my mother nothing but me. So that's why I pulled so hard for her to level up her consciousness, because I saw her as me. Family members, friends, people I meet on the street, I don't see anything outside of me. And so whenever that I receive an energy that's opposing how I view myself and how I have, worked myself to be, then I always know, hey, there's more work to do. Why am I drawing this type of energy to me? I shouldn't be drawing this type of energy to me, right? So if you have negative things to come towards you, you have to do a reflection on self. You got to be like, hey, what is going on within me that is causing this negative energy to come towards me? That's the work that I need to do, okay? And then you may want to look into those energy systems, chakra systems, orishas, those Kemetic tree of life, looking at the Sephirah, looking at all of those various energies and seeing where in me that I need to work on. What part of the tree, the Kemetic tree of life, do I need to work on? What part of this chakra system, and they're all the same, what organ do I need to work on? Because the chakras, the tree of life, the Kemetic tree of life, the orishas, all of these energies are just part of the internal mechanism, which is a reflection of what you're putting out. So whatever's inward is reflecting outward. Whatever's outward is reflecting inward. Your inward world is reflecting out. Your outward world is a reflection of what's inward. So everything, I don't know why every time I get on my allergies want to act up. Everything is just a mirror image of whatever's going on. So yeah, full moon energy. Today is October 30th. Tomorrow's October 31st. Then I believe it's 11/1. What is 11/1? It says, what did they call it? Hispanics, Dos de Muerte, Day of the Dead. So that's when they raise up their ancestors and their ancestors' energy. And so we can do the same. I can send ancestors to I send energy and reflection of energy because they just came before me, but we're the same bloodline. Right? I'm an ancestor reincarnated. You're an ancestor reincarnated. At one point, you were here on this realm, or you may have been on another planet or another solar system. Who knows? But now you're reincarnated here, just like your great-grandmother was. That you are her. It's still within you. So that's why I say, even when you put your pictures up on your altar to your ancestors, it's still, you are the living ancestor. You are the ancestor. So whatever energy you need to send, or prayers you need to do, or chants or songs or mantras or anything, just fuel yourself with that. But sometimes I know we have to have tools before we get to a place of understanding and knowing and feeling that energy, right? Because it really is about really embodying and feeling that energy within oneself, to know that you are that altar, you are that deity, that I am, right? To really be that I am. So, um, this is that energy, and this energy is always here. It's not like, hey, it's not like Blackfoot Witch here to tell you, oh, this is just the time of year that we can do this. No, this time of year is always this time of year. It's always whenever you want to call it in, whenever you want to raise those ancestors up. If you got an energy right now of Nat Turner, and you want to raise that energy up of Nat Turner within you, do it. If you have that intellectual energy of George Washington Carver, and you want to raise that energy up right now, then raise that energy up. You know, if you got that Malcolm X in you right now, you what I'm saying is the portals are thin, right? So if you want to call forth these energies, then you can. Um, they're within you. There's nothing outside of you. But just be careful when you get into going to these costume parties and Halloween parties, and actually be mindful of what energies that they are raising up. Right, just be mindful of what energies they're raising up, because we're still in this lunar eclipse um energy field. We're still in that solar eclipse energy field, and we're still in this full moon energy field. So everything is just, these portals have been just opened up to us on both ends, all right, on all ends, okay, as above so below, in and out, all around. So these spiritual realms are here. You can call in these energies. It's like knocking on somebody's door next door. Like, they right there. They're sitting there waiting to see if you're going to call that type of energy in. So you have to be mindful. Be mindful of the movies that you're sitting watching. Be like, oh, I like horror flicks. Well, what is that representing? What are horror movies really representing? Horror. All right. So what is that actually symbolizing? What is Hollywood trying to symbolize and take over, when they know that when you look at movies, that those mirror neurons activate? And that's why we scream and we jump and we do all that, because we actually can feel, or kind of can relate to those things happening as if they would be happening to us. So we can end up embodying these type of thoughts. And not only that, that energy is real. So whether it's being acted out on the screen, or right in your house, if you're sitting here looking at Exorcist, that type of energy is going to come into your home. All right. So just be aware, just be mindful. Really, for those who are just coming into their awareness and consciousness of where they are, you know, and sometimes we may be like, hey, I don't do anything. I know, I'm higher than that. I just like to have fun, dress up. Yeah, that's cool. But we have to know what type of energies we're ushering in. This is my sweatshirt. I did want to share this today. I need it seated. I got this when I was in Philly at the Black Farmers Conference, and it was a black farmer, and he only had a limited amount of these that he was selling. I thought it was really dope. So, because I don't eat any watermelon fruits or any fruits that aren't seeded. Like, my grapes have to be seeded, my watermelon has to be seeded. Y'all just be on the lookout for, produce. Of course, you're not growing it. You're going to the grocery store to get it. That do not have seeds. They have to have seeds in it, or it is being created in a laboratory, as we're going to see more and more. I saw a sign a few months ago for seedless cucumbers and all this kind of stuff. Like, they're taking the seeds out. So they're actually making these in laboratories, and it's chemical. It's causing all kind of diseases. I can't just say cancer. It's causing all kind of stuff. The body fighting against itself, autoimmune diseases, and all kind of stuff. So just be on the lookout for that. What does this do? Oh, it's different types of filters, isn't it? Okay. But yeah, I just want you all to be aware of that. I need it seated. But know that you are the altar. You are the altar. So ancestors and altars right now, this is the energy that we're raising up during this time. This energy is really within you. Nothing is outside of you. Whatever you see outwardly is actually what's going on internally. And if you don't like it, it's up to you to raise your vibration and raise your frequency. So as always, I leave you in peace and high frequencies, everybody.